Welcome back to episode 4. This is the 15-year journey through Minecraft. I did spend quite a bit of time over here, and in fact, to be quite honest, this was my main world. Sorry. Well, yeah, it was my main world for the longest in single player. And so I spent the most amount of time here, and this area is where I spent the most amount of time. So let's go check that out. I built something underwater, and in fact I actually chose that location to build. As you can see, there's something underwater there. I chose this spot specifically because it was deep. And I actually used a mapping tool. I used an external mapping editor called Minotaur. And I determined that was a good spot to build the thing that I wanted to build. And there's a secret entrance right here. It's supposed to be secret. You can't see anything, but there's an opening right here. If I can find it. So let's go check this out. This was my underwater glass dome and redstone laboratory. It's supposed to be a sphere. To build that, I made some concentric circles in Microsoft Paint, and I drew a side profile of a sphere, and then I determined the heights. For a horizontal offset, I calculated the width and circumference of a circle, and then I made a bunch of circles in Microsoft Paint, and then I built those here underwater, and then that dirt bridge there was what helped me build this. So none of this was here initially, but I did build all this later because of the redstone changes that happened when they added the pistons. And there's supposed to be a clock over here somewhere. Where's the clock? This is the clock, I think. Hold on. Where's the clock? Is that the clock? No. That's not the clock. Is this the clock? I think this is the clock. Alright, let's try this. This piston. Yeah. This is the old style. Let me turn that down. God almighty. This is the old style of clock with 4 outputs. And so you push a piston. I use 4 pistons to push a block around, and each piston in turn activates a repeater. And so I got a little 4-cylinder engine here. An inline 4. And then I was testing out the ability to transmit a signal with glass or with dirt. Man, that is still very loud. Goodness gracious. And let me get some torches. It's a little dark. Let me go into the storage chamber. Torches. I need to light this place up a bit. And so we'll look at this in just a second, but this is my, well, there's 3 rooms here. and then a furnace room. Let's light this up because it's so dark. It's really dark in here. I think the point here was that I was trying to cut the redstone signal. So these redstone torches are supplying power, and they in turn cut the signal. So I'm practicing the beginnings of a redstone computer, or the logic to turn things on and off. And this was back in what is that, July 2011, whenever Pistons came out. This is supposed to be a pulse shortener, I think. And the point was to shorten the pulse so that these blocks would get dropped behind or left behind. If it's a one-tick pulse, then this would drop the block. So let me see if I can do that. Nope. Oh, there it is. It did work. So I was able to drop the pistons. Let's see if I can get it. So pick them up. Yeah, I obviously had a glitch with this. So if I do a one-tick pulse, these are sticky pistons, by the way. And boom, it drops the blocks. So I'm sure there's a setting that I need to get for this. So let me turn this off because it's too noisy. And is there a way to... You know, there's a way to do this with a switch. For now, I'll just leave the redstone off. I'll put this right here. Okay. We are good. This was not easy to build. In fact, when I built it, I filled the whole entire thing in with sand and gravel. And I built it actually outside on the bottom of the ocean floor. Filled it all in, and then once the glass and everything and this dirt was in place, then I came in and I dug it all out. And I have old screenshots of that, but they're really not that good to look at. Okay. This is supposed to be for tools and exploration, quick things that you want to grab in a hurry. And I don't know what any of these are, so we're going to take a look. All right. I did do a lot of mining over here. So there's all the diamonds. And there's some wood. Every chest is supposed to be organized. What is that? Natural blocks? Things harvested from nature, maybe? I don't know. Ores, redstone stuff, sand, beds and signs, and mob drops. Actually, yeah, I have a bunch of these. So we're going to see. I have actually a mob farm over here. And I started crafting TNT using the gunpowder, which came from... Actually, I think I used it all up. Yeah, you notice how there's no gunpowder in here. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Dirt, bricks, smooth stone, gravel, 1 block of obsidian, wool, cobble, 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 and the worst furnace room you've ever seen in your life. I don't know if you couldn't put furnaces next to each other. Or maybe I thought that because chests couldn't go next to each other, that you couldn't put furnaces next to each other either, or something. So this is all of the input to the furnaces, and the output was up here. So this would be glass and bricks. So let's look at this room. Tools and ladders and nothing and nothing and torches and nothing, arrows, nothing, bread and steak. All right, let's go across the other way. There's the sky. I did have like a chandelier up there at one point to kind of illuminate that, but it actually looked bad, so I took the chandelier down. All right, this would be the main area of the base. It's directly opposite of the storage room. Water and basic station, like a little workstation, I guess you'd call it. And we got a sugarcane farm. Actually, I guess we could harvest it real quick. Just your classic hallway style sugarcane farm. I think I was trying to make paper or sugar or something. I don't really know what the point was. This is the wheat farm. Very similar. Just your standard hallway based farm. This is a trash can. This is an attempt by me to mock up what would you call it? A storage room or storage warehouse. This design later became a storage warehouse. And we'll see that in a future episode. This was going to be another room for something. Who knows? This is a potential room for something. And we have sand and cactus and more overflow. And then here is the passive mob farm. So animals can spawn down here. More cobble. Ah, yes. And we're about to see the next farm. Animal drops, cobble, and then the tree farm. Just your classic oak tree farm. So it holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 9 by 3, 6, 9, 10. I think I counted that right. So it's 90 trees in here. And it's tall enough to grow large trees. So anyways, let's hurry up. This is taking way too long. So that's it down here. I really do like this hallway style base. I think I possibly drew this out on paper first and then designed it. So this is the laboratory. There's the hallway back to the overworld base. And then down here, somewhere, is the bottom. So let's go down to the basement real quick. That area is closed. All right. It's a little dark down here. Oh. We need to turn mobs on because this is the mob farm. So we're trying to get some mob spawning in here. This is like a little lookout tower. This is a giant It's a mob farm that has nothing but water troughs. And this is the well, I already told you, the observation deck. So let's go down this way, and there's another viewing window here. I can see some spiders jumping around in there. All right, let's go down. This is the bedrock level. Random stuff, and this corner was the corner of the mob farm, and I built it based on this location for some reason. I don't know why, but that's this spot. And let's go to the mob farm. And it's your classic lava blade with cactus. This cactus is really important for spiders, because spiders won't. Sometimes spiders get stuck, so that's the spider killer. And the water trough comes over here, and I managed to get it to go through the bedrock. Let's see what we got. I got nothing right here. So I got 4 feathers and a string. So we'll just throw that in here. That's what we've collected. And so you just sit AFK right there. And then to make the mob farm work the best, you can come all the way back here. And if you stand in this spot, the mob farm will be at maximum efficiency based on player distance, spawning radius, or at least that's what I calculated. So, and I dug it through the bedrock. It's hilarious. Oh man. Some extra lava there. Oh, we got some bones. Oh, got a spider. So the spiders get stuck under there, and then the cactus kills them. And see, now we get into this situation where, oh, yeah. Sometimes it's good to stand right here. In fact, sometimes it's actually good to not stand over there in case a creeper comes. All right, let's get out of here. This is the shortcut to get out. Let's go up. Well, you know what? Let's just break in. Oh, I don't have a pickaxe. Never mind. Well, you get the idea. It's a big room. It's dark, and randomly the mobs fall in the trenches, and the water carries them over. It's your basic trench-style mob farm. And that is it down here. There's literally nothing else down here. I did light up as many of the caves as around here as I could. There is a shortcut. Oh, I remember. This is not a shortcut per se. It's a door. Oh, come on, bro. What are you doing? Come on in, I guess. Dude, move out of my way. I'm trying to show these people my base. This was to help me build the underwater glass dome. It was a quick escape hatch. So it literally has 1 block of water right here. I literally made it as big as I possibly could. And I found the deepest spot in the ocean using the mapping tool. So I built it in this spot on purpose. There's torches all over the place out here. And these towers, actually represent the perimeter of the mob farm, and so I put them there to mark that. We're going to go over here really quickly. And because there's not really much else to show out here except for this one area. And then this is probably going to be the end of this episode. It's already been 20 minutes. This is the no edit version. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I'm sorry if I'm not exciting or interesting or screaming and yelling and talking with a high-pitched voice. That's not my style. And so I dug out all the sand over here. I thought I was digging a lot. This is my sand quarry. It's just a little area. This is where I got the sand to make the TNT. There's not really that much of a hole over here. Sorry if I'm jerking my mouse around a lot. I have my sensitivity probably set too high. And that is it. The only other thing in this world is the mountain that I blew up with the TNT. So we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you. If I could turn the camera around, I would, but oh well. Bye.